Ask Reddit. What are some fun things to do around with your so at home that isn't sex? Hide and seek. Hiding as an adult is simultaneously easier and more difficult because you're way more creative about where you hide, but also like twice as tall as you were the last time you probably played. I often go away for work and before I leave I sometimes hide something, chocolate, wine, whatevs in the house and text the GF saying treasure hunt is on. She then has to find it while I'm away. I swear she's like a bloodhound. My husband works third shift and I am home with 2 tiny children, so we usually don't see each other during the week for long periods of time. I have a giant dry erase board and we will leave little notes for each other, just saying I love you or silly things like little poems or drawings. It's fun to get up in the morning and find a surprise on the board. For Valentine's I wrote him a dirty haiku in his card and I woke up to this on the board. Roses are red, violets are finer, if you suck my dick I'll lick your vagina. Sometimes when the stars align we both yell the same thing at the kids. I like to purposely misunderstand her in ridiculous ways. She might ask me to bring up her post-it notes from downstairs, so I'll say no worries and bring up the toaster, then very seriously ask her what on earth she wanted that for. When she asked for her car keys and I dragged up the Christmas tree was probably the highlight. Edit. For those wondering, the car keys had a USB on the keyring. You should have heard her when the Christmas tree starting coming through the bedroom door. Play board games, or cuddle up on a couch watching movies, or spending one day in the kitchen cooking a massive meal just for the sake of it. We sometimes get a little crazy and hold hands. When my partner and I moved house, we found a small Yoda figurine while we were unpacking. Neither of us had ever seen it before. It is now the surprise Yoda, and we take turns hiding it around the house for the other to find, discover. When it is located, the person who found it shouts Yoda, laughs, and then hides it again. I live surprise Yoda. We play fight and wrestle sometimes, but that sometimes ends up in sex anyway. Pillow fort, with subsequent breaking of said fort because no girls allowed. Then let her stay because I guess she's not so bad. I will go on Ask Reddit, see one of the top questions that look interesting, then ask her that question. It almost always gets good conversation going. My fiance will do something completely normal and playful like a little poke or shake or something and I'll go completely limp like I'm dead, and every single time he laughs so hard and goes OMG stop, I know you're faking it, stop, while laughing. It'll go on for sometimes 3 or 4 minutes until he tickles me or I peek open my eyes or he catches me smiling and yells dead people don't smile. It never gets old and I do it every now and again cause it's so much fun. Put on some lively music and dance. Even better if neither of you know how. Buy a ridiculous number of novelty rubber ducks and hide them all over the home. Never stop, even if it ends your relationship. My GF and I have a movie list. The idea is this. I have a list of movies I love that she hasn't seen and she has one of movies I haven't seen. We take turns showing each other a movie. I had her watch Howl's Moving Castle with me. She loved it. Next up is Spirited Away. Her movies tend to be more chick flicky, but I still enjoy watching them with her. Plus we've expanded to shows and she's gotten me into God, which I could never get into on my own. When it's all done we'll have seen each other's movies completely. You can learn a lot about someone from their taste in movies. Nerf gun fight. For my last birthday my wife bought 2 of those foam ball shooter guns from Costco. Every once in a while one of us will come home to table forts and obstacles, with a loaded ball shooter waiting by the door. I love her, she's awesome. Last night before bed, we made shadow puppets on the ceiling using a phone flashlight and our hands. She giggled at all of my dumb attempts. My awful duck puppet led her to do a spot on Donald Duck impression that I've never heard her do before. Made me laugh hard. I'm a little late, but my wife and I, since we got married, will play cards together. The loser of each round has to pick up clean 10 things. At the end we've played some games together but also got a lot of cleaning done. Playing games together. Anything from board games to card games to video games to sports, etc. Do the 36-ish questions that make you fall in love. I think you can find the list on the net or anywhere online probably now. You can find it in the description. Find a board game the two of you like to play together. It helps if it has a theme you both or expansions that make it an ongoing thing. My boyfriend and I love playing the Arkham Horror living card game together, and it's become a constant activity we can turn to. We have yet to replay a scenario because new chapters to the story keep coming out. Read. I like to read out loud and don't get the chance to do it often enough. So while my boyfriend plays games on his computer to wind down in the evening, I read out loud to him. It works for him when he can focus on the game and the story, like listening to an audiobook or podcast in the background, but maybe not the best if multitasking isn't your style. Cook together. Find something that you both like that isn't too involved and make a night of cooking or preparing if you work and need more of a crock or Instapot option, and eating with one another. If possible, not on the couch or in bed, but at the table. Feel free to dress up the table too. Put a candle on there. Even if you cooked hot dogs together, make it the fanciest damn hot dog dinner you ever did see. Multiplayer video games can be fun too. I'm not a huge gamer myself, like, at all. Hand-eye coordination is shit. But my boyfriend got a Switch recently and took the time to teach me to play Super Smash, and then we played together for a little while. Pop in a movie you've both seen before and enjoy your own running commentary as it plays. Crack jokes, make comments, and enjoy the movie all at once. If your so is willing, a puzzle is really entertaining. Doubly fun if you throw a little alcohol into the mix. Eating way too much junk food, pizza, margaritas, ice cream, pie, and watching anime. I call it being worthless shitbags. Shit, I do that alone. Have a 4-hour-long argument. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like if you want more. Talking meme.